Once upon a time, an old sow sent her 3 little pigs out into the world to seek their fortune. The first little pig met a man with a load of straw. "I know, I'll buy the straw and build a house." And he bought the straw and began building a house. It took him no time at all. Very soon, a lean and hungry wolf happened by. Pig was just about his favorite food in the world. So he knocked on the door. Little pig, let me come in." "No, no, no, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." This annoyed the wolf to no end. "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in." "Go right ahead." So the wolf huffed and he puffed and he blew the house in, and he gobbled up the little pig. The second little pig met a man with a load of sticks. "I got it. I'll buy those sticks and build a house." And he bought the sticks and went to work building a house. Very pretty. Very soon the wolf happened by. The wolf was still hungry. Little pig, let me come in." "No, no, no, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." The wolf didn't care for that at all. "I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in." Ha ha ha. So the wolf huffed and he puffed and he blew the house in, and he gobbled up the little pig. Now, the third little pig met a man with a load of bricks. "Great, I'll buy those bricks and build a house." So he bought the bricks and began building a house. It took him quite a bit of time, but it was well worth it. Nice and solid, nice and solid. But soon the little pig noticed the wolf loitering about, and the wolf was still hungry. Little pig, let me come in." "No, no, no, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." Well, the wolf had heard that before. "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in." But the wolf huffed and puffed until he was quite blue in the face. The house stood quite firm. "I'll try another approach." He put on his most dazzling smile. "Little pig, I was only teasing. Shall we go pick a few turnips?" "Oh, I'm much too busy now. What about tomorrow morning?" "Excellent. I'll come for you at 6. The next morning the little pig got up at 5, hurried off to the turnip field, picked a basketful of turnips, and dashed back home. When the wolf arrived at 6, the turnips were already boiling in the pot. "Sorry, I couldn't wait." The wolf tried not to show his displeasure. "No harm done. Shall we go help ourselves to a few apples?" I must cook my turnips. Let's meet there tomorrow morning." "Sure, let's meet at 5. The next morning the little pig was up at 4 and went off for the apples. And while he was gathering apples in the highest trees, he saw the wolf approaching. "Do try one of these." The third little pig threw an apple as far as he could. When the wolf chased after the apple, the little pig came down the tree and made it safely home. The next day, the wolf came again. He was quite put out. "Shall we go to a fair? Why don't we meet there?" "What about 3 o'clock?" "Perfect. 3 it is." Just to make sure, he would be there at 2. At 1 in the afternoon, the little pig went to the fair and had a fine time, so fine that he lost track of the hour. Suddenly, out of the corner of his eye, he saw the wolf coming up the hill. The little pig quickly jumped inside an empty butter churn and rolled down the hill toward the wolf. Well, the wolf was so scared he ran all the way home. That evening, the wolf went to the little pig's house and told him how frightened he had been by a great round thing that came down a hill. "Frightened? That great round thing was butter churn, and I was inside." This was simply too much for the wolf to stand. "I've been nice long enough. I'm going to eat you up right now." So the wolf climbed up onto the roof. When the little pig saw this, he put a big iron pot in the fireplace and quickly started the fire. "Here I come! Dinner time!" "You can say that again." And he cooked the mean old wolf and gobbled him up.